10-2-4 Ranch.
Yes, the 10-2-4 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's Dick Foran to sing for you.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. At night, when the heavens are bright with the light of the glittering stars, have I sat here amazed and asked as I gazed if their glory exceeds that of ours. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Well done.
Thanks, boys, thanks. And now let's go from the sagebrush to the sage. Come in, Art Gilmore.
Thanks, Dick. And friends, have you ever stopped to think how important you are? Yes, you. In the work you're doing in your home, office, field, or factory. You are vitally important to Uncle Sam. If your effort slackens, the job of winning this war is delayed. Production slumps caused by fatigue are costly. Now, it's natural to tire between meals, but nature has an answer. When tired, eat. Of course, you eat wisely and well at mealtime, but it's important to eat just as wisely between meals. At 10, 2, and 4 o'clock, get the quick help of energy food in liquid form. Drink your bite to eat. That's exactly what you do when you drink a bottle or a glass of Dr. Pepper. Know the delight of this liquid bite. It's such a help and such a pleasure. Get yours daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. Time out for Dr. Pepper is time gained for Uncle Sam.
I've got the blues, chuck wagon blues. Threw away my boots, started wearing shoes. Turn my old paint pony out to graze. I'm getting too old to ride these days. I'll stay by the range, got nothing to lose. I've got the blues, chuck wagon blues. Left my home in Tennessee back in '59. Giddy up, roll along, chuck wagon. Started west on the Santa Fe line, didn't have a dime. Giddy up, roll along, chuck wagon. I've got the blues, chuck wagon blues. Threw away my boots, started wearing shoes. Turn my old paint pony out to graze. I'm getting too old to ride these days. I'll stay by the range, got nothing to lose. I've got the blues, chuck wagon blues.
Well, what do you think of that?
I judge, Foghorn, that the name of that is Chuck Wagon Blues, huh?
Well, Miss Peggy always figured on renaming that one.
Oh.
I thought I'd call it Way Out West Where Men Are Tough. Steers are really smart enough. And the price of beef is so darn high, they're sprouting wings and trying to fly. Boogie woogie.
Thank you.
Boy, you're not kidding there, Foghorn. Why, I know one old steer that tried to sprout two tails. He heard the price of beef was going up like a P-38.
Yeah, truthful. And now that we got meatless days, I'm going to write a song entitled, oh, where's my little dog gone? He must have known it was Meatless Tuesday. Blues.
That's really a honey. That's Truthful Jones. Get the phone, boys.
Yes, ma'am, Truthful Walter Winchell Jones, bringing you the 1024 Party Line news of the day.
Pick up your receivers, folks.
Hello, Buttercup.
Flash, Lloyd Perryman, the tenderfoot cowhand of the 1024, has announced that he will be unable to help me with my victory garden next spring. Lloyd is one of them there scientific youngsters, you know, and he says last year after he figured out the botanical name of all the things I was raising, and then figured out the zoological names of the insects that was eating them, and then figured out the chemical names of the stuff that it took to kill the insects, well, that just didn't leave him no time at all for punching cattle.
Porque yo quiero no de Coahuila que será de valientes, que por un beso me amé, a la dicha roba mi calma. Ay, 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 pierde ilusiones, porque a tu lado se alegra cielito lindo los corazones. Ay, 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 pierde ilusiones, porque a tu lado se alegra cielito lindo los corazones.
Well, all you folks from coast to coast, it's time to drink our weekly toast. So get the Dr. Pepper out. I'll tell you what it's all about. Let's drink a toast to our waves and wax, our uniform gals, and I don't mean in slacks. They used to worry about lipstick and hose and whether the powder was on their nose. But now there's more important work, and these here gals ain't prone to shirk. So here's to you, gals. Keep up the fight. Say, Captain, how's for a date tonight?
Well, Shakespeare, I didn't think you'd ever do it. Admit that women are really important in this war. Good for you.
Well, Miss Peggy, you're running a ranch, and that's a pretty important branch of fighting a war, supplying the meat that all the soldiers need to eat.
You got that.
And you're singing hips on the home front, too. So, boss, Let's hear one now from you, eh?
Fair enough. If it's a song you want, here it is. All through the night, the prairie sings a lullaby. Holy, 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 and there's an echo from the sky. Sleep on, my child. Holy, 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 and to the hearts that fail in the winning of the West, she sings her sweetest song and holds them gently to her breast. Holy, holy, the prairie sings her lullaby. The night is still, the stars are bright, the moon is low, and so good night.
Alphabet titles are common, sometimes meaningless. But here's one that means plenty to Dr. Pepper Company, to its more than 400 bottlers, and incidentally to you. It's called DPSSH. That is short for Dr. Pepper Standard of Sanitation and Hygiene. And I assure you it's plenty strict. Dr. Pepper Company is conscious always that Dr. Pepper is a food for human consumption. In the manufacture of Dr. Pepper syrup, the finest ingredients are compounded under rigid hygienic conditions. It's required that bottles be sorted, soaked, sterilized, scrubbed, and rinsed. Water is purified. The finished product must pass inspection. Bottled Dr. Pepper is as perfect as our skill, will, conscience, and scientific protection can make it. But Dr. Pepper Company doesn't stop there. At frequent intervals, random samples purchased from retail coolers are laboratory tested to further assure protection. When you or your children choose Dr. Pepper, you may enjoy it with confidence that it's good, clean, wholesome, and safe.
And you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hi, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
always swell. And now let me present the top hand in the 1024 sales department, Art Gilmore.
You know, the temperature of the weather sometimes plays us false. For instance, although summer's heat prompts you to drink the full quota of liquid your body needs, winter's cold does not. Yet the body needs a plentiful supply of liquid intake when it's cold as well as when it's hot. Of course, you can force yourself to drink just plain water, but there's a way to make you relish the liquid you need. Just get the Dr. Pepper habit. It's a habit of the wholesome kind. Make it your custom to drink 3 a day at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. Every bottle or glass of Dr. Pepper gives you a liberal quota of the purest of sparkling water, made appetizing and enjoyable by the luscious Dr. Pepper flavor. Part of the flavor is fruit acid and essence, and many people think fruit acid is helpful in avoiding colds. There's health and happiness in drinking Dr. Pepper. Get yours daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock.
Flow gently, sweet Afton, among thy green braes. Flow gently, I'll sing thee a song in thy praise. My Mary's asleep by thy murmuring stream. Flow gently, sweet Afton, disturb not her dream. Thou stocked of whose echo resounds from the hill, ye wild whistling blackbirds in yon thorny dale, thou green-crested lapwing, thy screaming forbear. I charge you, disturb not my slumbering
Oh, very nice,
Well
Dick.
done.
Now, boys, it's your turn. Let's hear you get all wound up with that old favorite, Grandfather's Clock.
My grandfather's clock was too big for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, though it weighed not a pennyweight more. It was bought on the morn of the day that he was born, and was always his treasure and pride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, his life's seconds numbering. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. In watching its pendulum swing to and fro, many years had he spent while a boy. And in childhood and manhood the clock seemed to know, and to share both his grief and his joy. For it struck 24 when he entered at the door with a blooming and beautiful bride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, his life's seconds numbering. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died.
Oh, I love the way you do that. Uh-oh. Must be Truthful Jones and our 10-2-4 Party Line News.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Peggy.
Pick up your receivers, folks.
Hello, Kate.
Oh, Buttercup.
Flash, Yesterday was the coldest day of the year here at the ranch. Yes, sir. Old Pat Brady, 1024 steer chaser, cow wrangler, and bull fiddler, reports it was so cold his shaps chapped. And he couldn't even blow his saddle horn. It even got so cold, Pat says, his horse asked him to please put on another saddle blanket. But it was even colder in Gar Gulch. You know, a new baby boy arrived at the home of the Glenn Spencers, and Pat reports the stork couldn't make it. It was so cold, the baby was brought in by a penguin.
Well, come along, boys, and listen to my tale. I'll tell you of my troubles on the old Chisholm Trail. Well, I started up the trail October 23rd, and I started up the trail with the flying you heard. I woke up one morning on the Chisholm Trail with my rope in my hand and a cow by the tail. Now I'm up in the morning before daylight, and before I sleep, the moon shines bright. Well, old Ben Bolt was a blame good boss, but he'd go to see the gals on a saw-backed horse. Now it's beans and bacon most every day. I'd as soon be eating on the prairie hay. With my knees in my saddle and my seat in the sky, I'd quit punching cows in the sweet by and by. Come as high, yippee, yippee,
That was grand.
All right, Miss Peg, it's your turn.
Yeah,
come on. How about a Western song, Miss Peg?
Well,
that's all right.
Lloyd and I have found a song with just a touch of Western flavor, and we think you'll like it. You know, many people confuse our Western songs with the so-called hillbilly songs, when they really shouldn't. Our true Western songs, like Home on the Range and Cowboy's Meditation, have come down through generations of the West, and many originally were based on classic melodies. Now, here's a Western version of a melody from a familiar opera. Yes, sure enough. Now, see if you recognize it as my 10-2-4 top hand, Lloyd Perryman, joins me in the modern words. Night is here, the moon will appear behind silvery clouds above. Night is here, and lovers will hear our echoing song of love. Prairie skies like paradise will bring you close to me. Then the wind will softly sing our tender melody. Shadows of the night, may the whole world retire. Shadows of the night, fill our hearts with desire. Night is here, the moon will appear behind silvery clouds above. Night is here, and lovers will hear our echoing song of love.
It's not unusual these days to read or hear statements about best of the so-and-so or finest of the such-and-such variety of drink. In some cases, there are a dozen or more variations of one type, all based on one basic flavor that almost anyone can use. But there is only one Dr. Pepper. Its unique flavor is so distinctive it stands alone, ever fresh in its appeal to the taste, ever exciting in the thrill of its sparkling natural goodness. There's no eeny-meeny-miny-mo between brands when you want this unequal drink enjoyment. The one way to get it is to get the genuine, the exclusive, the original one and only Dr. Pepper. And when you get it, you'll get satisfaction. Remember, when you drink a Dr. Pepper, you drink a bite to eat.
Where the Rio rolls along on its way down to the sea, like the Rio rolling on, let me roam o'er the lone prairie, with the purple hills to hide me, a moonlit stream beside me, a stardust clear to guide me on and on, through the valley of the Rio Grande, where the Rio rolls along.
Through the sage and valleys green winds a lazy, sleepy stream, where it's peaceful and serene. It's heaven on its ever-winding way. Every ripple seems to say, never leave here, you must stay. It's heaven.
Where the Rio rolls along on its way down to the sea, like the Rio rolling on, let me roam o'er the lone prairie, with the purple hills to hide me, a moonlit stream beside me, a stardust veil to guide me on and on, through the valley of the Rio Grande, where the Rio rolls along.
Well, saddle up, boys. Let's be a-riding. Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye.
Hi, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here are our 1024 Ranch hands, the Sons of the Pioneers, to sing for you.
Long ago 'twas here I know lived the fairest Indian maid, daughter of a chieftain brave. Here beside the lake she stayed. Far and near the waters clear blessed her from their deep domain, blessed her with this lovely name. It must be she is heaven's daughter, for her eyes and the skies form the lake's clear water. Sunlight plays, dancing rays, while the ripples bless her. On the shore evermore, where the waves caress her. Far along the shimmering shoal, the shallow waters clear echo to the lovely voice as she is grown.
swell. And now let me present the top hand in the 1024 sales department, Art Gilmore.
Thank you, Dick Ferran. During the last war, we had a song, How You Gonna Keep 'Em Down on the Farm. During this war, certain employers have felt like singing, How You Gonna Keep Their Minds on the Job? They have seen production fall off because workers were annoyed by the nagging distraction of between-meal hunger, thirst, fatigue. It's evident in what's known as just plain restlessness. And then these employers, like many others, have seen the light and made Dr. Pepper available to their workers to enjoy at intervals during the day. Just a few moments to relax and refresh with a cold Dr. Pepper helps a heap. Its luscious goodness and its definite energy lift make a big difference in how a person feels and works. Try it. Stop for Dr. Pepper. Time out for Dr. Pepper is time gained for Uncle Sam.
Oh, we're up in the morning at the breaking of day. The chuck wagon's busy, the flapjack's in play. The herd is astir over hillside and vale, with the night riders crowding them into the rail.
With the night riders crowding them into the rail.
Come take up your cinches, come shake out your reins. Come wake your old bronco and break for the plains. Come roust your steers from the long chaparral, for the outfit is off to the railroad corral.
For the outfit is off to the railroad corral.
So flap up your holster and snap up your belt, and strap up your saddle whose lap you have felt. Goodbye to the steers from the long chaparral. There's a town that's a trunk by the railroad corral.
The railroad corral.
I always like that, Dick.
Say, where's Foghorn? Foghorn Farr.
There
You
he
want
is.
me truthful, Jones?
Yeah, Foghorn. Say, were you the guy who was doing all that snoring in the bunkhouse last night?
Huh?
You know, it sounded just like a dive bomber pulling out at 600 feet.
Oh, I don't know, truthful. Maybe it was me, but if it was, I sure wished you'd have woke me up.
Woke you up? Well, why?
Oh, 'cause I just can't sleep when I snore.
Carl, you'd better play Sweet Dreams, Foghorn. Sweet Dreams. Must be Truthful Jones and the 1024 Party Line News.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Peggy.
Pick up your receivers, folks.
Hello, Buttercup.
Flash, Shakespeare Smith, the crazy old coot of the cattle chute, and the cut-up of the Corton Center says there's nothing to the gossip that he and his girlfriend Mirandy Matthews were childhood sweethearts. If you want my opinion, folks, this childhood sweetheart gossip just got started because people figured Mirandy was in her first childhood and Shakespeare was in his second. Yes,
Riding on the Sunshine Trail, out where the skies are bluer, out where your friends are always truer. Riding on the Sunshine Trail, singing to the rolling hills,
roaming the open prairie. Here on the range, you'll always find me riding on the Sunshine Trail. Clouds of gray never come my way. I never have a worry, nothing is wrong. Every day is a sunny day. I just hit the saddle and go jogging along. Riding on the Sunshine Trail. Out where the skies are bluer. Out where your friends are always truer. Riding on the Sunshine Trail. Singing through the rolling hills. Roaming the open prairies. Here on the range you'll always find me riding on the Sunshine Trail. Riding on the Sunshine Trail.
Oh, swell, boys. And now how about one in a dreamy western tempo?
All right, Miss Peggy. How's this?
That's it. Something for the close of day in the west. For twilight hours in the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains, those towering symbols of the West. The monuments no king could build. You know, someone once said that God built the Rocky Mountains to stay the pioneers, to show them the world's greatest grandeur, to give them a home in the clouds, a haven near heaven. Rock me to sleep in my Rocky Mountain home, while the mountain breezes croon a lullaby. When shadows creep round my Rocky Mountain home, on a bed of pine I'll close my weary eyes. Let me dream once again of the wildwood and the thrill of my first love of childhood. Rock me to sleep in my Rocky Mountain home, while the mountain breezes croon a lullaby.
Many of the men who used to mix your Dr. Pepper at the soda fountain have traded their white jackets for Uncle Sam's khaki or navy blue. Agile hands that once pushed the syrup lever are now pulling a machine gun trigger. More power to them. At home, the new generation of younger men and women fountainiers carries on, true to the traditions of the craft. There's the ready smile to greet you. There's the thorough cleanliness, the precise measurement of syrup and ice and charged water that makes your fountain Dr. Pepper a perfect creation. There may be a new face behind your favorite fountain, but your favorite drink still is made with all its old-time goodness. We're inviting you now to stop in at the fountain at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock, or at any time you happen to be hungry, thirsty, and tired.
Keep a-moving, keep a-moving, keep a-moving, keep a-moving.
Following the sun all day.
Move those mountains from our way.
Wheels are turning, hearts are yearning, following the sun all day, all day.
Keep a-moving, keep a-moving.
We've been following the sun ever since this day begun, and we're weary.
Keep a-moving, keep a-moving.
Till the fading western light brings the shelter of the night so dreary.
Keep a-moving, keep a-moving.
Following the sun all day.
Move those mountains from our way.
Wheels are are turning, hearts are yearning. Follow in the sun all day, all day.
Keep a moving, keep a moving, keep a moving.
Grand, Dick. Saddle up, boys. Time to be a ride. Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Buy. And stamps. Buy. And stamps. Buy.
Hi, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 1024 to sing for you.
Keep an eye on your heart. Every moment we're apart. Keep a lookout when you're stepping out. You belong to me. Keep an eye on your heart. Don't upset my apple cart. Keep your sweet charms out of other arms. Save your love for me. When you're tempted, won't you make believe you dreamt it? Just remember that a stolen sweet would be indiscreet. Don't go near Lover's Lane. Let that old moon shine in vain. Keep the coast clear, there's no telling, dear, what the moonlight will start. Keep an eye on your heart. Oh, when you're tempted, won't you make believe you dreamt it? Just remember that a stolen sweet would be indiscreet. Don't go near Lover's Lane. Let that old moon shine in vain. Keep the coast clear, there's no telling, dear, what the moonlight will start. Keep your mind on your keep, a spy on your keep, an eye on your heart.
Swell, Miss Peggy, swell. And right about here is a good time for a few words from Art Gilmore. Come in, Art.
Thank you, Dick Foran. I wonder whatever became of those business big shots and society matrons who used to persuade their doctors to order them away for a change of scenery. It's a cinch they're not doing much traveling now, and they're probably needing some sort of change more than ever before in their lives. In these times of strain, the hard workers among us really need an occasional release to relax our nerves and relieve our minds of the stress. We can't spare weeks, but we can spare moments. Take 'em. Fill them with the pleasure and relaxation you can get in a 5-cent bottle of Dr. Pepper. It's so luscious and satisfying, it helps to clear your mind and to relax and refresh your tired body. A cold bottle or glass of Dr. Pepper really does brighten you up. There's new energy for you in this liquid bite to eat. Escape from monotony. Enjoy Dr. Pepper daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock.
Oh, I said farewell to the old corral. I'm a private in the army. I should be glad, but I'm sort of sad for the gal I left behind me.
That sweet little gal, that true little gal, the gal I left behind me. I should be glad, but I'm sort of sad for the gal I left behind me.
In my old pup tent are the things that she sent, and a letter to remind me of my mom and dad and the fun I've had with the gal I left behind me.
That sweet little gal, that true little gal, the gal I left behind me. All the fun I've had with my mom and dad and the gal I left behind me.
Now I may get cold in an old foxhole, and the wind and rain may blind me, but I'll be true to the red, white, and blue and the gal I left behind me.
That sweet little gal, that true little gal, the gal I left behind me. But I'll be true to the red, white, and blue and the gal I left behind me.
The gal I left behind me.
Well,
Hey, you know, Dick, speaking of that song, did you hear about the horsefly that joined the cavalry and went off to war?
Went off to war? No, I didn't.
Wait a minute.
Well, it seems he didn't want the gal he left behind to forget him. So he got her to leave a lightning bug burning in the window.
Oh, now, hey, Foghorn, you're going to be the death of me yet.
No. Wait a minute, Dick. I didn't tell you the rest of it. You see, the horsefly's big rival was a bumblebee.
A bumblebee?
Yeah, and the bumblebee was in love with the lady horsefly. And he was the air raid warden in her block.
I get that, but Foghorn, what's that got to do with the lightning bug?
Well, can't you figure it out, Dick? Dim out.
Say, old Uncle Carl can really play that hither and thither zither. He sure can. Uh-oh, there goes the party line phone.
Yes, sir. Sounds like our ranch reporter.
Yes, sir, that's right. Truthful Jones, the Walter Winchell of the Wild and Woolly West, with the party line news of the day.
Pick up your receivers, folks.
Oh, Buttercup.
Flash, Carl Farr, our 10-4 cowhand, and the stingiest son of a gun west of Wichita, got a slick trade in Gower Gulch last week. For $5 and an old pair of spurs, Carl got himself a cow pony. At least, he thought it was a cow pony. Only it turned out to be a milk wagon horse. And now the only way that Carl can chase a dogie is to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, saddle up his milk wagon horse, and rattle a couple of empty milk bottles against the saddle horn. When the wind blows out in Plainville, it sweeps the prairie clean. The sandhills fly and the cows go driving, the rivers run upstream. When the wind blows out in Plainville, they change the map each day. Towns move around, and once they found Dodge City and Santa Fe. It's a great life in Plainville where balmy breezes blow. It's a great life in Plainville where things are on the go. Pretty, ain't it? When the folks way out in Plainville are hanging in the trees, they never mind, it's just a kind of a playful western breeze. Uncle Ned had 40 acres and he planted in the sky that Uncle Joe in Idaho will harvest by and by. It's a great life in Plainville, don't weaken when you say it's a great life in Plainville where the winds blow every day. Oh, Uncle Lou in Kansas City blew by one windy day. Hello, farewell, they heard him yell, I'm sorry, I can't stay. When you've lost your home and cattle and they're sailing o'er the hills, just smile and say, oh, that's okay, the government pays the bill. It's a great life in Plainville where prairie breezes play. It's a great life in Plainville if you don't care what you say.
That was wonderful. Well, Dick, the 1024 Ranch has been on the air 1 year today.
Say, that's right, Miss Peggy. Well, let's see. That must be 3 times a week, 156 times.
Yes, sir, Dick. And on this special occasion, don't you think you ought to sing a special occasion song?
Well, Miss Peggy, there's one song that I've sung 3 times here from the ranch, and I'd like to sing it again. Once I sang it particularly for a very dear friend's mother in Mineral Wells, Texas. And then again as a special request from 2 people in North Carolina. The 3rd time it's for a couple getting married in San Diego, California. And now it's for a young flyer who's in Kelly Field and a girl whose name just happens to be Kathleen.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen, across the ocean wild and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my bonny bride. The roses all have left your cheek. I've watched them fade away, and your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving eyes. I'll take you back again, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I'll take you to your home again. I'll take you back again, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I'll take you to your home, Kathleen.
Thank you, Dick. And now here again is Art Gilmore.
Old man Diogenes spent a lifetime going around with a lantern looking for an honest man. That's what I call patience and determination in a good cause. Remember, Diogenes, when you have a little difficulty in finding that Dr. Pepper you want. It won't take you any lifetime, thank goodness, even if rationing does bring about an occasional sellout at your dealers. Just borrow a tiny fraction of that old boy's patience and determination. Wait till the dealer has a new supply of Dr. Pepper, or try somewhere else. Almost surely there's another cooler or a fountain nearby where your search will be rewarded. No need to accept a second choice. Only an honest man would satisfy Diogenes, and only a Dr. Pepper will satisfy a real Dr. Pepper fan, which you'll surely become once you get acquainted with its unusual flavor. Drink your energy bite daily at 10, 2, and 4, or whenever you're hungry, thirsty, and tired.
Home again in old Wyoming, to roam again back on the plains, through the cactus country and the cattle trails where the doggies wander and the coyote wails under Wyoming skies.
am a saddle too. Gonna round up cattle like I used to do. Back home again in old Wyoming.
All right, boys, okay. Well, come on, saddle up, boys. It's time to be riding.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye.
Hiya, partners.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's Dick Foran to sing for you.
Oh, this ain't the same old rain.
Everything seems to change.
Where are the pals I used to ride with?
Gone to a land so strange.
This ain't the same old range. Each night I see my old pals where the bright moon climbs, rounding up the shooting stars that stray sometimes. And now my days are numbered here, but I don't care. My old gang's waiting just beyond the rolling clouds up there. This ain't the same old rain.
Everything seems to change.
Where are the pals I used to ride with?
Gone to a land so strange.
This ain't the same old rain.
This ain't the same old rain.
Thanks, Dick.
Thanks a lot.
And now, here's Art Gilmore.
The average healthy human body needs 3 quarts or 6 big glasses of water a day. Mentally review your past 24 hours. Did you take your full quota of water for health? Most people don't, especially in winter. But we all need water just the same. In summer heat, perspiration saps your body's moisture, and nature's alarm clock reminds you to drink. In winter, you may often forget. That's where taste can help. Dr. Pepper is purified water, glorified with flavor, sparkle, and zip. Dr. Pepper's fruit acid and essences, too, are healthful. In addition, Dr. Pepper is a liquid bite of food energy, is a definite energy lift. Dr. Pepper is not a medicine, no, but it is healthful. Get the Dr. Pepper habit. Drink it daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock, or whenever hungry, thirsty, and tired.
Somewhere, sometime, I'll come back to you. Somewhere, sometime, when the sun shines through, we'll find peace and joy, dear, when these dark clouds roll by. Until then, remember the dream we shared, just you and I. Somewhere, sometime, though the days seem years, somewhere, sometime, we'll forget our tears. For though I must leave you, our love will keep me true. Somewhere, sometime, I'll come back to you.
That certainly is pretty, Miss Peggy.
You sure do sing sweet, Miss Peggy. Won't you be my Valentine?
Oh, Foghorn, I think.
Well, I'm not sure, Foghorn. Aren't you about a week early?
Well, Miss Peggy, you see, I'm already writing my Valentine song title, and I was hoping you'd be my Valentine and sing it.
Well, I don't know, Foghorn. Your song titles are a little too long for me, but let's hear it.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I call it Roses Are Red and Violets Are Blue. Sugar is racing, but how about you? They can racing things all down the line, but I don't want a racing Valentine boogie woogie.
Carl, maybe you'd better ration out a little foolishment with that hither and thither zither.
Yeah, all right, come on.
Look out, boys. It must be Truthful Joe.
Yes, sirree, Dick, and here's the party line news of the day.
And pick up your receivers, folks.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Buttercup.
Flash, Shakespeare Smith, a dilapidated old coot of the cattle chute, reports that he's been wearing his glasses to bed the last several nights. When asked why, old Shakespeare said it was to get a better look at his dream girl. Old Shakespeare says he was going to take her horseback riding in his dreams the night before last, but when he got his own horse saddled up, it turned out to be a nightmare.
Dick, you'd better sing.
I think so. This ugly brute from the cattle chute,
Press along to the big corral.
he should be branded on the snoot.
Press along to the big corral.
Press
Press
along,
along, cowboy. Press along with the cowboy yell.
Press
Press along
along,
with the north big boy. Press
cowboy.
along to the big corral.
This ugly sap is a half-breed Jap.
Press along to the big corral.
He makes his biscuits in his lap.
Press along to the big corral.
Press
Press along,
along,
cowboy. Press
cowboy.
along with the cowboy yell.
Press
Press along with the
along,
north big boy. Press
cowboy.
along to the big corral.
This chuck we get in fit to eat.
Press along to the big corral.
There's rocks in the beans and sand in the meat.
Press along to the big corral.
Press
Press along,
along,
cowboy. Press along
cowboy.
with the cowboy yell.
Press
Press along
along,
with the north big boy. Press
cowboy.
along to the big corral.
Now early in the morning, about 4:30.
Press along to the big corral.
up his face to roll.
Press along to the big corral.
Press along, cowboys.
Press along with the cowboy yell.
Press
Press
along,
along with the North Big Bull.
cowboys.
Press along to the big corral.
Oh, thanks, boys, thanks. But say, listen, how was about a little serenade from you? And listen, suppose you make it a real Western serenade. And the one I have in mind is one that Bob Nolan here wrote. And if you folks out there ever spent a night out in the open between the Red River and the Rockies, you know what he's talking about. The cattle are just bedded down on the range. The light is flickering low in the campfire and picking up in the stars overhead. And about that time, the old moon climbs up in his saddle just back of those hills, and there, silhouetted against the sky, is a lonesome coyote. Listen.
Night shadows glow, moon's hanging low, the stage and the setting is made. One silhouette, a sigh of regret, that's part of a heart and the start of a strange serenade. Lone coyote whining, his heart is dying when he goes wild eyes that listen, keen ears that listen, he hears and come from his dearie, mournful and dreary. She's only saying she loves him by stars above him when she goes
At what time of day are you at your physical best? Is it when you are most rested? Well, that would seem most logical. But strangely enough, science says your energy is lowest, your ability to perform manual tasks is poorest in the morning, just after you get out of bed. Stranger still, you are at your peak just after breakfast. Now, why is that? Well, for one thing, it proves that rest alone does not restore physical vigor. Food is the real restorer, and so science urged, when tired, eat. And Dr. Pepper urges, when hungry, thirsty, tired, drink a bite to eat. Get yourself a cold Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. See how it helps you snap right back. Dr. Pepper is a luscious, delicious liquid bite that gives you a flash-like energy lift to help you more happily through the day.
along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye. Stamps. Bye. Stamps. Bye.
Hi, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here comes Truthful Jones and all the boys.
Cowboys and Indians, yip, 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 your way. Scalping, shooting, yelping, yippee-yay. Arrows flying through the air, bullets buzzing here and there. Folks are hiding everywhere from cowboys and Indians.
Big Chief running water's running wild. Sitting Bull ain't sitting, he is riled. Old Curly Joe ain't curly anymore. Why they hung his scalp upon their wigwam door. Yip, 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 yip.
Cowboys and Indians, yip, 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 your way. Scalping, shooting, yelping, yippee-yay. Arrows flying through the air, bullets buzzing here and there. Folks are hiding everywhere from cowboys and Indians.
Big Bad Bill is little William now, since he left that Cherokee powwow. Oh, Indian maids have made that toughest man. Oh, the meekest and the weakest in the land. Yip, yip, yip.
Cowboys and Indians, yip, 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 your way. Scalping, shooting, yelping, yippee-yay. Arrows flying through the air, bullets buzzing here and there. Folks are hiding everywhere from cowboys and Indians.
Silver Bell and Red Wings had a row. Minnie Haw-Haw, she ain't laughing now. She's feuding with a lady known as Lou. They're fighting for the love of Dan McGrew. Woo-woo!
Cowboys and Indians, yip, 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 your way. Scalping, shooting, yelping, yippee-yay. Arrows flying through the air, bullets buzzing here and there. Folks are hiding everywhere from cowboys and Indians.
Oh, hit 'em bullseye.
Nice shooting, Indian, nice shooting. And speaking of straight shooting, here's the top hand who really hits the bullseye, Art Gilmore.
Thanks, Dick Foran. Those happiest in their work are usually the most productive and successful. If your work is sometimes uninteresting and tedious, it bores the mind and tires the body. Nevertheless, these tasks must be done. If you have them to do, make the best of it. But don't drive yourself by stubborn determination and will alone. Break the long stretches. You need lose only a minute or two to step away from your work to the nearest Dr. Pepper cooler and drink a bite to eat. Even the momentary change is relaxing. The taste delight of Dr. Pepper further breaks the tension. But most important of all is the fresh energy lift that follows so quickly. Some say it's a glow. Anyhow, it is a renewed feeling of strength, and it does seem to lighten the load. Please, won't you try this regularly at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock daily for just 3 days? I'm telling you, you'll make a discovery that'll be a revelation.
So long, old range, my work is through.
There's a roundup in the sky.
I give my pony back to you.
There's a roundup in the sky.
I'm gonna burn my brand on the silvery hide of a shooting star and take a ride to a land beyond the great divide.
There's a roundup in the sky. Get along, doggy.
Up the trail, hightail.
Get along, doggy. There's a roundup in the sky.
I see them gathered round the moon.
a roundup in the sky.
I guess they know I'll be there soon.
And a roundup in the sky.
You know I hate to leave, old pal, but still I just can't wait for the night until I'll be herding stars with Buffalo Bill.
And the roundup in the sky. Get along, doggy.
Up the trail, high tail.
Get along, doggy.
There's a roundup in the sky.
Thanks, boys.
Very
Thanks.
pretty, Dick.
Dick, that was mighty pretty. And say, I want to ask you about something. I've been kind of worried.
Well, go ahead, Foghorn. Speak up.
Well, I just can't figure it out. It's a puzzlement.
Puzzlement? Oh, come on now, Foghorn. Don't keep us in suspense. What's puzzling you?
Well, it's this. You know, Dick, when you cut a particular kind of a fishing worm in two, you got two worms.
Half and half.
Yeah. And if you leave them alone, they'll both live and grow.
Yeah, that's right. But say, what worries you?
Well, supposing a little he-worm marries a little she-worm.
Yeah?
Then, the little he-worm gets cut in two.
I see.
Yeah. Well, then what I want to know is, could they prosecute the little she-worm for bigamy?
Oh, Foghorn, you got me. Say, boys, you'd better sing it.
I think so.
Yes, and make it pretty.
Moonlight melody on the prairie night. Sing your lullaby where the doggies lie sleeping. Moonlight melody on the range tonight. Bring your melody to the hearts that are weeping.
Sing a song of home, sweet home, to the wonders that roam on the trail. Sing a song of pioneers, of their courage and their tears on the trail.
On the trail. Moonlight melody on the prairie night. Bring your song to me, moonlight
Quite a move.
And now it's come to that time of week for me to have my little speech.
Right ahead, Shakespeare.
So come on, folks, from coast to coast, let's drink a Dr. Pepper toast. Let's drink a toast to Valentine's Day, which happened just to pass our way. I'm a little bit late with my sentiment, but so are some others that were said. This year, though your Valentine's far away, there's another one who is worth the play. He's Uncle Sam, and this Valentine guy suggests that a war bond's the thing to buy. It's a loan, not a gift, of your dollars and cents, and a mighty grand way to express sentiments.
That's just right, Shakespeare.
Tell me the tales that to me were so dear. Long, long ago, long, long ago. Sing me the songs I delighted to hear. Long, long ago, long ago. Now you are come, all my grief is removed. Let me forget that so long you have roved. Let me believe that you love as you love. Long, long ago, long ago. Do you remember the path where we met? Long, long ago, long, long ago. Ah, yes, you told me you never would forget. Long, long ago, long ago.
Then to all others, your smile we prefer. Love, when you spoke, gave a charm to each word.
Still my heart treasures the praises I had long, long ago, long ago.
Oh, a grand old song, Miss Peggy. And now, here again is Art Gilmore. Come in, Art.
Have you read of hydroponics, the science through which plant life flourishes without soil? Roots are nourished from water, laden with growth-promoting elements. Dr. Pepper Company has made a short movie of this scientific phenomena. You may have seen it. It's called No Good Earth. You see in full color a luxuriance of growing vegetable life without soil. As the scenes unfold, you hear this narration. Hydroponics is the work for making plant life flourish. As these plants do, note well the cause. On liquid food they nourish. They thrive, producing lavishly of leaf and fruit and flower, surpassing plants less favored, for their liquid food has power. When people droop, they too may find a liquid food for aid. A brief time out, a liquid bite, when pep and spirits fade. Of course, the liquid bite for humans is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is not magic. It won't do for you all that hydroponics do for plants. But it is a fine, wholesome, soft drink that will give you a real taste thrill and a definite energy lift. Get the 10, 2, and 4 o'clock Dr. Pepper habit. It definitely does help.
Hill country calling me, not a worry or care. High and free where the world belongs to me. Folks are happy out there. Hill country land I love, every blossom and vine. Darkness falling, the night is calling me to the shelter of the pine.
That happy highland, that broken skyland, that never silent for me. That live and die land, don't say goodbye land, I'll make it my land till eternity.
Oh, hill country, shelter me 'neath your ragged old dome. Let me rest where the hills will sing to me in my tumble-down home. My hill country home.
All right, boys, saddle up. Time to be riding. Here we go.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye.
Hiya, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's Dick Foran to sing for you.
Covered wagon, roll me westward home. Covered wagon, o'er the plains we go. Dry and dreary, weak and weary, roll me westward home. Reeling, rockin', rollin', covered wagon, over the prairie we roam. Reeling, rockin', rollin', covered wagon, over the prairie to home. Covered wagon, roll me westward home. Covered wagon, o'er the plains we go. Dry and dreary, weak and weary, roll me westward
Oh, thanks, boys, thanks. And now let me introduce our 1024 friend, Art Gilmore.
Thank you, Dick Foran. There is a term, a seller's market, which means consumer demand exceeds merchandise supply. In a seller's market, some sellers may get a bit cocky, inconsiderate of customers, and, worst of all, careless about quality. That's human nature, but it isn't good business. No, sirree. And your Dr. Pepper bottler is taking special pains to keep customers happy. He may not always succeed, even with the most fair and impartial portioning out of each dealer's share. But believe us, we are all trying our level best to keep everybody as happy as we can under rationing rules. And please get this straight. Though Dr. Pepper may sometimes be short in quantity, it will always be tops in quality. Dr. Pepper has a reputation to uphold. It has never compromised on quality and never will. The high ideals and proud traditions which make it the finest 5-cent drink America has ever tasted will be maintained as they have been maintained for the past 58 years.
Out in the west where skies are blue, a tiny spot I knew is calling from the shadows of the wildwood. And there's an ivy-covered shack, a wishing well in that is hidden in the shadows of the wildwood. There in the window is a candlelight shining, you see, and by the fireside there's a true heart that's pining for will live forevermore. An angel by the door is waiting in the shadow of the wildwood.
I remember you said, let's get away from all the world. Let's build a home where the trees make a stair-step for the sunrise just below the door. And I laughed and thought it was so funny when you said, in the backyard now, just behind the house, there'll be a wishing well. Now, what did I want with a wishing well? For when you were there was nothing left in all the world to wish for.
There I will live forevermore, with roses round the door. They're waiting in the shadows of the wildwood.
Oh, say, Miss Peggy, that was mighty, mighty pretty.
Thanks, Dick.
Now let's hear one from the boys.
All right, let's do that. Come on.
Lift your feet, old pal of mine, you know
the very long days unravel. My old pal, pal of
mine,
mine.
you'll always be until we
Go the happy life's trail to travel. My old pal, pal of
Mind your
mine.
step, for soon we will be there.
There is someone waiting by an open gate for you and I. Someone who'll be glad to know we're still the same old
Pals
pal.
until the prairie breezes
Blow the tops from the mountain level. My old pal, pal of mine.
You know that some fellas long for riches, some fellas want a throne. I have the blood in my pony, and that's all I care to own. So lift your feet, old pal of mine, you know
the very long days unravel. My old pal, pal of mine.
You'll always be until we
Go the happy life's trail to travel. My old pal, pal of mine.
Mind your step, for soon we will be there.
There is someone waiting by an open gate for you and I. Someone who'll be glad to know we're still the same old
Pals
pal.
until the prairie breezes
Blow the tops from the mountain level. My old pal, pal of mine. My old pal, pal of mine.
I like that.
Oh, say, that's swell, boys. But what I want to know is...
Never mind. Here I am, Dick. Truthful Jones, the noisiest newspaper man west of Wichita, with the 10-2-4 party line news of the day. Pick up the receivers, folks.
Hello, Ralph.
Hello, Monty.
Hello, Buttercup.
Flash. Dick Ferran, the foreman of the 10-2-4 ranch, has just recovered from a fascinating accident which nearly cost him his left ear and the scalping of his flaming red hair. See, Dick was in the Gower Gulch last week and, well, he decided to get a store-bought shave. He went to the Gower Gulch barber shop, little knowing that the barbers were all working in defense plants these days, and that newfangled lady barbers were taking their places. Well, Dick reports the lady barber was a-doing all right wielding that razor. At least she was, until a doggone little mouse suddenly decided to run across the floor. Yip!
Oh,
Let
that's
go
all,
of that
brother.
razor. Look out.
going, boys. Good going. And now here's good going Art Gilmore again. Come in, Art.
Dr. Pepper bottlers hear this frequent complaint. Why is Dr. Pepper scarcer even than other popular soft drinks? Can it be that rationing rules discriminate in favor of other drinks? Well, no. No, we're confident that Dr. Pepper is getting its pro-rata share of metal bottle caps and raw materials. Perhaps the real reason is we are paying the penalty of rapidly growing popularity. You see, with all drinks scarce, thousands of people have tried Dr. Pepper for the first time. Previously, they were entirely content, even blindly partisan about some other drink. Then, more or less by chance, they made the great discovery. Yes, they tasted Dr. Pepper. That's why it may seem Dr. Pepper may not be getting a fair break on rations. But don't quit asking for Dr. Pepper. It surely is worth searching to find. A grand taste thrill and a genuine energy lift at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock, or whenever you're hungry, thirsty, and tired.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my worries. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Oh, yes, Lord. Sometimes I'm almost to the ground. Oh, yes, Lord. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my worries. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Going home, going home, going home
All right, boys, saddle up. It's time to be riding.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more.
Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10,
2,
and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye.
welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our 1024 Ranch hands, the Sons of the Pioneers, to sing for you.
Long ago 'twas here I know lived the fairest Indian maid, daughter of a chieftain brave. Here beside the lake she stayed. Far and near the waters clear blessed her from their deep domain, blessed her with this lovely name. It must be she is heaven's daughter, for her eyes and the skies on the lake's clear water. Sunlight plays, dancing rays, while the ripples bless her. On the shore evermore where the waves caress her. Far along the shimmering shore, the shallow waters clear, echo to the lovely voice as she is rolling. All the while for the sunbeams daughter, to be gay all the way there beneath clear water.
That's really one of my favorites. And now, let's hear from Art Gilmore some comments on true gentility. It's all you, Colonel Gilmore.
Thanks, Dick Foran. You know, the Negroes have a word for people of refinement and culture. No higher compliment can be paid a family than to be known as quality folks. Quality folks need not be rich, nor prominent, nor talented, but they are always proud, well-bred, kindly, courteous, genteel. With them, hospitality is a tradition, and good taste an inherent trait. Quality folks know how to make a guest at ease, how to make a simple meal a festive occasion, the serving of a soft drink an event. In such homes, when one drops in casually, it's a favorite custom to serve a really cold, sparkling Dr. Pepper. Among soft drinks, it too is quality folks, wholesome and fine, solid and satisfying. It bespeaks the host's good taste. Yes, Dr. Pepper belongs among the finer things of life, a democratic drink that quality folks serve with pride.
Love is a song that never ends. Life may be sweet and fleeting. Hope may die, yet love's beautiful music comes each day like the dawn. Love is a song that never ends. One simple theme repeating, like the voice of a heavenly choir. Love's sweet music
Oh, Sam, Miss Peggy, that was
Miss
lovely.
Peggy, that was just plumb beautiful. Now let's get Dick to sing a little Spanish ballad I've written.
Oh, take it easy now, Foghorn. Don't spring any of those long-winded song titles on me when I'm not looking.
Well, Dick, this one's called The Spanish Senorita Put All of Her Eggs in One Basket and Tried to Carry them on the handlebars of her bicycle. Spanish omelet.
Oh, no, you don't, Foghorn. But would you settle for Lorita?
You bet we will, Dick. Bring her on.
Yeah, bring her on. Oh, my lovely Lorita, with your cheeks like a rose, you're the sweetest Chiquita, fairest flower that grows, and from dreams you'll awaken with sweet love light aglow, with all others forsaken, would you dare answer no? I love your eyes, they remind me of paradise, and with a sigh, you confirm what your lips deny, but you'll be my Lorita when love opens the door, and you'll be my Lorita forevermore. I love your eyes, they remind me of paradise, and with a sigh, you confirm what your lips deny, but you'll be my Lorita when love opens the door, and you'll be my Lorita forever.
Well, all you folks from coast to coast, let's up and drink a little toast. Yep, so get the Dr. Pepper out. I'll tell you what it's all about.
Here it is, boy.
All right, Shakespeare, let's have the toast.
A toast to those who've learned to know their part in this war is on with the show. The folks who entertain the boys and help them trade their blues for joys. There's stage and movie stars and more. There's the radio, like our own 10-4. The shortwave shows and special transcriptions, which the boys write us are the doctor's prescriptions. There's the stage door canteen and Hollywoods too, and traveling shows the whole nation through. Now, I'm just an old codger and I can't do a lot. But there's more to this war than just firing a shot. And one reason our fighting men are all super dupers is because they're backed up by a line of real troopers.
Oh, thank you, Shakespeare, thank you. And now, boys, let's hear from you. All right.
People moving then, don't you listen to him then. He's the devil, not a man, and he spread the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for me and you? All day I face the barren ways without the taste of water. Water. Oh, Dan and I with throats burnt dry and souls that cry for water. Water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spread the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for me and you? And through our soul he's yearning for just one thing more than water. Water.
Like me, I guess he'd like to rest where there's no quest for water, water.
Thanks, boys, thanks. Speaking of cool water, Art Gilmore has a few choice remarks on the same subject.
Yes, that song of the thirst-crazed cowboy stirs a vivid picture. Now, you and I have but to step to the water faucet or the soft drink cooler and drink all we want. But do we do it? Well, unfortunately, no. In winter especially, you drink mostly when your mouth feels dry. The body may be dry when the mouth doesn't seem so. Your body needs lots of water in winter as well as in summer. About 3 quarts or 6 big glasses a day. If you're careless and negligent about taking your full quota of water, try the 10, 2, and 4 o'clock Dr. Pepper system. Soon you'll get so your time out for a drink will be anticipated with real pleasure. Drink water that tempts your taste. Dr. Pepper is pure and delicious, and its energy lift is a real aid to your feeling of physical and mental well-being.
Belong to the rain. There's a song in my heart. The rolling prairie and the sky above starts me dreaming of the one I love tonight. Let me ride through the night where the blue shadows fall. I'll sing a song to the distant hills and hear my answer when the echo fills the night. I'm satisfied to dream and drift along and to join the lonely coyote in his mournful song. I belong to the rain. There's a song in my heart. I'll spread my blanket where the doggies lie. Tell my troubles to the prairie sky.
Thanks. Well, saddle up. Come on, it's time to be riding. Here we go.
And you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks. But we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures, the Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye.
Hello, folks. welcome to the 10-2-4 Ranch.
Yes, the 10-2-4 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our foreman, Dick Foran, to sing for you.
When a new day is born, I go riding. On the wide open plains I roam. And the sun through the hills goes hiding. There'll always be someone glad when I come home. End of day, home we go. For a cowboy has to sing, and a cowboy has to yell, or his heart would break inside of him at the gates of the home corral. Now the long day is through on the prairie, there's a low-hanging sun in the sky. While the home corral we will tarry, and we'll sing of the roundups in the days gone by. End of day, home we go. For a cowboy has to sing, and a cowboy has to yell, or his heart would break inside of him at the gates of the home corral. End of day, home we go.
Thanks, boys, thanks. And now here's Art Gilmore with a little lecture on the subject of enchantment. Okay, Art.
Thanks, Dick. Speaking of things enchanted, I'd like to recommend that cold, frosty Dr. Pepper bottle one gets from a nearby cooler. The one with a clock dial on its side, and with that rich, deep mahogany-hued elixir inside. Enchantment? I'll say. There's enchantment in its dry and tart, yet sweet and mellow flavor. Enchantment in its rich, full-bodied substance that satisfies more than thirst. They say distance lends enchantment. But I say if you want to collect alone, just put that Dr. Pepper bottle close against your lips. Take a long, deep drink. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you it's a thrill to remember, and one to repeat whenever you're thirsty, hungry, and tired.
The spring, the fall, in fact, most any time at all is right for falling in love. Just give me music in the evening, romance in the night, flickering shadows in the ember, glowing with love's delight. Twilight will soon fade away, and with it will go the cares of the day. So give me music in the evening, romance in the
Well, now, Miss Peggy, if you really want someone to give you music, how about me singing for you?
I suppose you'd want to sing one of your song titles like, Grandpa was born on March 1st. That's why he always comes in likely a lion, and when Grandma gets through with him, he goes out like a lamp.
Now, Miss Peggy, you're making fun of me. I'm really a serious artist, and I want to sing something serious for a change.
Well, all right, Foghorn. What do you want to sing?
Well, I want to sing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Well, bless your heart, Foghorn. You go right ahead.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
coming for to carry me home.
A band of angels are coming after me,
coming for to carry me home.
Swing low,
sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Swing low, sweet chariot,
coming for to carry me home.
coming for to carry me home.
All right. And now Tim Spencer has written something special in the way of a number, and I think he has something very special in the way of a dedication for it. Is that right, Tim?
Yes, Miss Peggy. I've written out what I want to say, but gosh, I wish you'd read it for me, will you?
Oh, why, you know I will, Tim. Let me see what you've written. Oh, yes, Tim. Most of the music I write here on the 1024 Ranch reflects the West as I see it. But when this particular number came to mind, I was thinking of two people I remember as a youngster back in Missouri. And even then, they were known as the happiest couple in town. Last week, my mother sent me a little newspaper story, which says they will celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary today. Now, maybe they don't remember Tim Spencer very well. I was just a tow-headed kid then, about like my own youngster now. But I remember them. I remember them as two of the grandest people I have ever known. Right now, they're listening to this program over station WKY in Oklahoma City. And so I dedicate this song to them and to their first 50 years together, the Golden Wedding Waltz.
While we dance our golden wedding waltz, little lady turning gray, let me thank you for a sweet romance. Heaven bless our golden wedding day.
Darling, remember a long time ago on our first anniversary day, we went romancing and dancing till dawn. Love was so young and gay. Now in the sunset of life's golden dream, while light and shadow draw near, in my arms let me hold you and waltz once again, for I've something to tell you, my dear.
While we dance our golden wedding waltz, little lady turning gray, let me thank you for a sweet romance that's grown sweeter day by day. Let me hold you close while lights are low. Let me kiss your tears away. While we dance our golden wedding waltz, heaven bless our golden wedding day.
Oh, swell, Tim, swell. It's really fine. And now, here again is Art Gilmore.
The name Dr. Pepper is not intended to imply medicinal claims. No, the name is just a happenstance. somebody dubbed it Dr. Pepper way back in 1885 in Waco, Texas, where it was originated. And it stuck. Dr. Pepper is just a fine, wholesome, soft drink, not claimed as a cure for anything except temporary relief from hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Dr. Pepper truly is a delicious liquid bite to eat. It does give you a flash-like energy lift, and it does give you a needed drink of crystal pure, sparkling water. Now, that water is important to your health, especially in winter when we all are prone to forget to drink enough. A wonderful combination of advantages? Yes, indeed. Health, pleasure, and motive power, all for one little nickel. Drink a bite to eat at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock every day. It surely does help.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, placed while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awaken to me.
Well, boys, saddle up. Time to be a riding.
All right, come on. Here we go.
And you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
Well, that's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Foran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers by arrangement with Republic Studios. Martha Mears is Miss Peggy, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4.
And remember to buy all you can of Uncle Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye. Sam's war bonds and stamps. Bye. Sam's war bonds and stamps. I'll be riding down that old Wyoming
Hiya, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 1024 to sing for you.
When the sun goes down in the western sky and the hills of front sing their lullaby, I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail. When the coyotes howl on their lone prairie as they start to prowl on their nightly spree, I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail. I'll just be riding along, singing my song, yippee-yi-yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yay. Get along, little pony, get along, get along, yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay. When the moon shines bright in the sky above, it will lead me right to the one I love. I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail.
I'll just go jogging along.
Ah, mighty pretty, Miss Peggy, mighty pretty. It reminds me of the time that you sang that song for the boys on our overseas show nearly a year ago.
Nearly a year ago. Yes, it has been that long, Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, this is just about our 200th 10-4 ranch show, counting those we've made especially for the boys overseas.
Say, it gives me an idea, Miss Peggy. Suppose we do again all our favorite songs from the last year or so.
Yeah, good idea, Dick. Let's make this a favorite program. You and Miss Peggy sing your favorite songs, and I'll repeat my 2 favorite messages of the past year from Dr. Pepper Company.
Fair enough, Art Gilmore. What is your favorite number 1?
Well, it's a talk about salesmanship. Not mine, but the doctor's. It goes like this. Friends, I'm not one of those high-pressure salesmen who aims to overwhelm you with words. I don't insist that you must like Dr. Pepper simply because I do, and millions of others do, too. I ask you only to try it a few times. If you've done this and still like another drink better, you're a rare exception. If you haven't, well, please do this, just to be good to you. Get a Dr. Pepper, a good icy cold one, chilled to 34 degrees. And then close your eyes and open your mind. Taste it inquiringly. Get the full sensation of that rich, luscious flavor. Not too tart, not too sweet. Simply ideal. And golly, is it good. It's a thrill, all right, but better still, it perks you up when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired. Won't you try it, please? And when it wins you, remember, it was not I who sold you. Ah, no, I merely told you.
Thank you, Art. And now here's Dick Ferran with one of his top favorite tunes. Do you remember when Dick and the boys sang this?
See that lonesome cowboy riding down that lonesome trail.
Sun goes down, work's all done, evening's here at last. The moon comes up behind the hills I love, I'm riding home.
See that lonesome cowboy riding down that lonesome trail. Moonlight playing through the tune of his lonesome square. Well, he's riding home.
That was a mighty pleasant memory, Dick. And do you remember the time we were talking about the West, and I said there was one particular person I wanted to sing to just then? Let's see. How would I describe him? Well, he's pretty much like the West. Soft-spoken, almost shy. Handsome, straight as an arrow. The sun has tanned his cheeks, and the wind has tousled his hair. And his eyes are as blue as the sky over New Mexico, and they look right through you and into your heart. Would you believe me when I tell you that I think he has everything it takes to make a man? He's 6 years old next month. Mr. Sandman's on his way.
Better put your toys away and consider it a day. Little sleepyhead, now you've had your share of fun. Say good night to everyone, for another day is done. Little sleepyhead.
Yes, and that one reminds me of the time a couple of Irish youngsters, Michael and Patrick Ferran, went east to visit their grandmother. And I said, now, just in case you youngsters find the East isn't exactly like the West, and just in case you happen to have a little trouble dropping off to sleep at night, here's a grand old Irish song your dad used to sing you to sleep with. Remember, boys?
Come back to Erin, Mavourneen. Come back round to the land of thy birth. Come with the shamrocks and springtime, Mavourneen, and its Killarney shall ring with our mirth. Over the green sea, Mavourneen, Mavourneen, lone shone the white sail that bore thee away.
And I know they remembered it too, Dick. For when they came back, they asked you to sing it all over again.
Ah, that they did. But do you remember, Miss Peggy, last winter when you were knitting a sweater and we asked you to sing a song?
And I said, let's see. This is the 5th sweater I've knitted since war was declared last December. I know where 2 of them are, but the other 2 I don't know. One's in Australia, where it's summer now and he doesn't need it. And one is, well, somewhere on the North Atlantic. I hope the spray of the salt water hasn't faded it, or the winds unraveled it, because tied up in that yarn are the heartbeats of millions of women, knitting and purling, now and again dropping a stitch because our hearts just don't beat the same right now. And the yarn gets all tangled up with the beat as we try so hard with our fingers to weave a little symbol of warm protection around the hearts of others who are very dear to us.
Maiden sitting in a row by a firelight's fading glow, knitting while they're dreaming of Tom, of Dick, of Harry. Hear the click of the little sticks, it's the knitting serenade. You just sit while they click, click, click. In a jiff, it will be made. In a jiff, it will be made. 5 little click. In a jiff, it will be made. 5 little fingers make a glove for someone your heart.
A memory that one was, Miss Peggy. And it was just about that time that I had a special request from a young couple getting married that night in San Diego. It was her favorite song, as it was her mother's and her grandmother's before her. The next day, Tom sailed, probably for the Solomon Islands, and the bride, well, I wonder since what has happened to this girl. This girl who was named like her mother and her grandmother before her, Kathleen.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen, across the ocean wild and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my bonny bride. The roses are your cheek. I have watched them fade away, and your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving...
And then came Christmas, 1942.
Yes, it was a pretty solemn Christmas here at the 1024 Ranch. Do you remember, Miss Peggy, I said, how about a Christmas song from you? And you said...
Well, I'd like to. I'd like to sing a Christmas song, but you've already heard all my favorite songs this Christmas week. So instead, I'd like to sing a song I think belongs to Christmas more than any other time of the year. It's a universal song. Ageless. Loved by everyone. This week, it was sung in England as the days of joy and sadness were counted. In Switzerland, where the sheep on their Christmas procession wound over the hills. Yes, in all climes and countries, where windows were lit to guide the feet of the Christ child, should he chance to walk their streets. Don't tell me this isn't a song for Christmas, because I know it must be. It's the song of a mother and a child. Lullaby and good night with roses bedight, creep into thy bed, there pillow thy head.
Ah, grand favorite. Yes, every one of these songs holds a present memory.
Yes, all of them, Dick, and more. There were some grand letters from our Dr. Pepper friends about them, too. Which reminds me, Art Gilmore, how about that other favorite among your Dr. Pepper lectures?
Well, I think that would be the PSSH. But here's one that means plenty to Dr. Pepper Company, with more than 400 bottlers, and incidentally to you. It's called DPSSH. That's short for Dr. Pepper's Standard of Sanitation and Hygiene. And I assure you it's plenty strict. Dr. Pepper Company is conscious always that Dr. Pepper is a food for human consumption. In the manufacture of Dr. Pepper syrup, the finest ingredients are compounded under rigid hygienic conditions. It's required that bottles be sorted, soaked, sterilized, scrubbed, and rinsed. Water is purified. The finished product must pass inspection. Bottled Dr. Pepper is as perfect as our skill, will, conscience, and scientific protection can make it. But Dr. Pepper Company doesn't stop there. At frequent intervals, random samples purchased from retail coolers are laboratory tested to further assure protection. When you or your children choose Dr. Pepper, you may enjoy it with confidence that it is good, clean, wholesome, and safe.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper time and then, 2 and 4.
That's all for now, folks. We'll be seeing you.
Dick Moran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers are by arrangement with Republic Studios. And Martha Mears is Miss Peggy. 1024 Ranch is written and produced by Harry Wayne McMahon and comes to you from Hollywood, transcribed. This is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. 2 and 4 o'clock. 2 and 4 o'clock.
Hiya, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Moran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here are our 1024 top hats, the Sons of the Pioneers, to sing for you.
Long ago 'twas here I know lived the fairest Indian maid, daughter of a chieftain brave. Here beside the lake she stayed. Far and near the waters clear blessed her from their deep domain, blessed her with this lovely name. Honey, it must be she is heaven's daughter, for her eyes and the skies form the lake's clear water. Sunlight plays, dancing rays, while the ripples bless her. On the shore evermore, where the waves caress her. Far along the shimmering shore, the shallow waters clear. Echo her lovely voice as she is drawing near. Hear her smile all the while, while the sunbeams off her. To be gay all the way, Nethany, clear water.
Ah, swell, boy, swell.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song, Bob Nolan.
And now, let's turn things over to our old friend Art Gilmore.
Thank you, Dick Moran. You know, out here on the 1024 ranch, we still stick to horses. But in town, I notice it's bicycles. Housewives are cycling to market. Wage earners are pedaling to work. It's a good example of fitting a long, familiar device to wartime needs. The same sort of thing is happening with Dr. Pepper. It, too, has found a definite place in the war effort. Yes, sir, Dr. Pepper is helping to get war work done. It's giving workers a jiffy quick flash of energy in the between meal hours. It's helping them relax and get a fresh start, making them more efficient and cheerful. For ice cold Dr. Pepper is a treat and a liquid bite to eat combined. Time out for Dr. Pepper is time saved for Uncle Sam. If Dr. Pepper is scarce and hard to find, remember the best drink is first choice and sells out fast. But persevere. The extra satisfaction is worth some extra steps.
Well, the covered wagon rolled right along, while the pioneers gave out a happy song. Sue and Pappy did the driving, Mammy cooked and kept them thriving, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Roll along, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Well, we left Kentucky on the 10th of May. Pappy said, I'll see we eat every day. Mammy, you just grease the skillet. If we need some food, I'll kill it. And the covered wagon rolled right along.
Roll along, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Now we crossed the reservation of the Sioux, while the Indians stood and watched us passing through. Not a redskin dared to trifle, while old Pappy held his rifle, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Roll along, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
But we met the law one sunny afternoon. Why, said somebody stole a cow, we'll have him soon. Mammy said congratulations as she covered up our rations, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
Roll along, and the covered wagon rolled right along.
I like that, Dick.
Yeah, he really rolled. Say, Foghorn, there's something I want to speak to you about.
Yeah, Dick.
Now, when you men took that cattle car to San Francisco, I told you to be back here in 4 days. What's the big idea, staying over a week?
Well, I can explain that, Dick. You see, my sister's husband works in one of them big shipyards across the bay, and boy, oh boy, them fellas sure turn out ships fast. I went over to watch them launch a few.
Well, just how do they launch them, Foghorn?
Well, it's like this, Dick. When they launch really a big battleship, they break a bottle of Dr. Pepper on it.
I see.
And if it's only a cruiser, they just launch it with the usual bottle of champagne.
Oh, merely champagne, huh? Well, Foghorn, tell me this. How do they launch one of those little mosquito boats?
Oh, for them there little fellas, they just hit the Admiral over the head with a short beard.
I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away. I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away.
There was hungry people and they weren't afraid.
That's bad.
The wine it done all run down.
That's very, very bad.
But the presto change of it, Lord, my Savior, fed the hungry people that shouted.
Goliath thought he was the giant of giants, and my little David, he was small.
But the right proved might, and he won the fight
When he threw that giant so tall. Oh, I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away. I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away.
There were fitful children, and they couldn't walk. Their hearts were heavy and blue. But the Lord, He talked, and the crippled walked, and the blind folks, they called to the Lord.
I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away. I ain't a worrying 'cause the Lord am a coming to take all my troubles away.
Oh, yes, the Lord's gonna take all my troubles away. Oh, now.
Well, all right, boys, all right.
That's really putting spirit in the spiritual. And I think that...
Excuse me, Miss Peggy.
What is it, Snowball?
Pardon me, ma'am, but I gotta go into the draft board tomorrow morning, and I want to get the morning off.
Why, certainly, Snowball. So you think you'll be in the Army soon, huh?
Oh, yes, ma'am. If when I pass my physical examination, I is in.
If you get inducted, Snowball, for a going-away present, I'm going to give you one of those new electric razors like I've given all the other 10-2-4 boys who've gone to war.
Yeah, that's right. She sure does.
Just excuse me, Miss Peggy. If it's all the same to y'all, I'd rather not have it.
Wait a minute, Snowball. You mean you couldn't use an electric razor when you get in the Army?
No, ma'am. You see, when I go to cut a Jap's throat, I don't want to be worried about looking for no electric light socket.
You get back to that cookout, you rascal.
Good old Dr. Pepper.
Swell, boys. And now, Mr. Gilmore, as Foghorn might say in modern Mother Goose rhymes, art, thrifty and smart. How does your garden go?
Miss Peggy, you'd be amazed. And what a kick we're getting. It furnishes exercise, sun, fun, and food. Food for now and some to store away for winter. And not a point from our ration cards does it cost. 20 million American families are discovering the thrill of a victory garden, not just as a hobby, but as a practical way to guarantee an abundant diet, and as a contribution to winning the war. Honest toil gives a fellow a righteous feeling of worthy accomplishment. That makes the reward of an icy cold Dr. Pepper doubly satisfying. Dr. Pepper, like other foods, is rationed, has been for more than a year, but there's still some to be had. And what there is yours to enjoy at the same old price, 5 cents. Rally to the battle cry of the Dr. Pepper magazine and poster ads appearing this month. Onward, garden soldiers. Don't admit defeat. We are self-reliant. Drink a bite to eat.
I never mind how much it rains or showers. I never lose my temper or complain. If you come down my way on any rainy day, you'll always hear me singing in the rain. Drip, drip, drop, little April shower, breathing a tune as you fall all around. Drip, drip, drop, little April shower, what can compare with your beautiful sound? Drip, drip, drop, when the sky is cloudy, your pretty music can brighten the day. Drip, drip, drop, when the sun says howdy, you say goodbye right away. Drip, drip, drop, little April shower, beating a tune everywhere that you fall. Drip, drip, drop, little April shower, I'm getting wet and I don't care at all.
Awful cute, Miss Peggy. Awful cute. Well, boys, saddle up. It's time to be riding.
Just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy a lot more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time and 10, 2, and 4.
That's all for now, partners, but we'll be seeing you.
Dick Moran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers are by arrangement with the Republic Studios, and Martha Mears is Miss Peggy. 1024 Ranch is produced by Harry Wayne McMahon and comes to you from Hollywood, transcribed. This is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock.
Join the watch. Be a worker at the civilian home front. Make your minutes count for Uncle Sam.
Hiya, partners.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Moran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 1024 to sing for you.
Where are you now? as a dawn's early gleam. Tell my lonely heart, where do you dream? Wonder where you are now. Warm was your brow as your lips spoke to me. I was yours as my heart set me free. Wonder where you are now. Night after night in my room, in the gathering gloom, how the beat of your heart on sleep. You don't know, darling, how deeply I care. Don't know how much I long to be there with you where you are now. I care. Don't know how much I long to be there with you where you are now.
Well, good neighbor singing, Miss Peggy. Swell. And now, here comes Art Gilmore, the number one foe of America's enemy number one.
Pretty broad statement, Dick. But I contend that our enemies number one are the Fatigue-Jeebies. That's the moniker of the Monkey Wrench Throwing Brigade. They pounce between meals when hunger, thirst, and fatigue begin to exhaust workers on vital jobs. You can't see the Fatigue-Jeebies, but you certainly see the damage they do. Ruined tools, wasted materials, costly mishaps, due to lagging energy. Many such slips and errors could be prevented by quick energy replacement at the right time. Busy workers can't stop to eat a meal, but they can drink a bite to eat on the job. Fatigue-Jeebies scram when you drink a bite to eat. Locate the Dr. Pepper cooler and get a sparkling, icy cold 5-cent pepper upper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock every day. If you ask for Dr. Pepper and the dealer says, sold out, ponder the reason before taking a second choice. Legitimate materials for soft drinks are equitably rationed to all. Uncle Sam regulates the supply, but popularity with consumers regulates demand. So persevere till you find Dr. Pepper. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra step.
Trail herding cowboy, hop on your pony singing ho. Start riding now, boy, we'll make San Antonio singing ho.
Long weary days and a dusty road to travel, but we'll make the fall pay for all this battle driving cattle.
Light-hearted, carefree, trail herding cowboy singing ho. Time is a wasting singing ho. I'm not impatient, why don't you hasten singing ho?
You ought to know that a certain someone's waiting. You ought to know that you captivating, confiscating.
Arm will and pull this trail herding cowboy singing ho.
Glad you liked it. Say, here comes our Mexican ranch hand, Pedro.
Oh, our hot tamale of the 1024.
Senorita, I am wanting to buy my brother, she is a musician, nutmeg. Knack?
Pedro, you mean a knick-knack.
Oh, pardon me, senorito. You got me crooked. I say him versified.
Well, if he's a musician, why don't you get him a saxophone?
Oh, she's got one already.
Oh, what about a trombone for him?
Yes, got him too.
Does he have a fife?
He and 2 kids.
Oh, no. A fife is a long, skinny thing.
That's his fife.
Oh, boys, you better
He brings a token to his love. Swift as the wind he goes, high in the hills he knows she's waiting. Sing, Long, long ago in old Wyoming lived a maid, there as the sweetest flower blooming in the glade. She loved a bandit bold who roamed the prairie o'er, and every night she'd listen for his call. Then part of the west his voice come ringing, riding the wild horse he come singing, Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. He brings a token to his love. Swift as the wind he goes, high in the hills he knows she's waiting. Sing, Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. One day he rode away, but never to return. Danger was waiting, now his love must ever yearn. Long days and lonely nights she waited all in vain, till winter passed and summer came again. Still every night when the moon comes shining, for this song her heart was pining, Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. He brings a token to his love. Swift as the wind he goes, high in the hills he knows she's waiting. Sing, Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay. Heely-o-li-if-I-o-li-ay.
Grand, boys. Say, Foghorn, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting here reading about television.
Television?
Yes, this Gower Gussel Gazette says that when this war is over, television will really come into its own.
Yeah, that's right.
I did hear that they can throw a singer's voice 20 miles.
Well, when they can throw a singer that far, then they've got something.
Can you imagine having a television set in your car and you're out necking with your girl and the Goodwill Court staring you in the face?
Mr. Anthony! You know, I had one of them television sets in my old Ford last year, but I had to take it out.
Why?
Well, I was driving along one night listening to Information, Please, and John Kieran stuck his hand up so fast he hit me right in the eye.
Well, that ain't the way I heard it.
And now, folks, again I present Art Gilmore, the Paul Revere of 1943, who uses radio instead of a horse to warn the people that the Fakikajibis are on the rampage. Art Gilmore?
Well, maybe the gremlins are just a myth.
Maybe fatigue-jeebies are just a figment of the imagination, but nobody can laugh off their malicious mischief. Hunger, thirst, and fatigue are real. They do make us less alert, more apt to make mistakes, less productive in our work. It's such a long time between meal and meal, and heavy exertion is such a drain. But there's a jiffy-quick relief for mid-meal hunger, thirst, and fatigue. A frosty, nippy-tart, delicious Dr. Pepper is the 5-cent energy lift that knocks those fatigue-jeebies for a loop. They scram when you drink a bite to eat. Get yours daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. If you ask for Dr. Pepper and the dealer says, sold out, ponder the reason before taking a second choice. Legitimate materials for soft drinks are equitably rationed to all. Uncle Sam regulates the supply, but popularity with consumers regulates demand. So persevere till you find Dr. Pepper. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra step.
Nights seemed so endless, days were too long. Life seemed so friendless, no thrill, no song. A storm on an ocean, the wind in the trees, brought no emotion to this stubborn heart in me. Then all at once I felt your spell. All I know is how I felt. Stars that shine in heaven above seem to form the words I love you. I believe they understand this yearning, burning soul of mine. And if they do, they surely know it's you. For all at once I fell in love.
That's grand,
Well,
Lloyd.
Well, saddle up, boys. Time to be riding.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
That's all for now, partners, but we'll be seeing you.
10-2-4 Ranch, starring Dick Moran, Martha Mears as Miss Peggy, and the Sons of the Pioneers, is produced by Harry Wayne McMahon and comes to you 3 times a week from Hollywood, transcribed. Musical highlights of the 10-2-4 Ranch are especially recorded for our armed forces overseas. This is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper every day at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock.
Friends, you've done your bit. Now do your best. Buy another United States war bond today.
A ball.
there, partners.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 10-2.
When it's night time in gay Napoli and a full moon starts to shine, music is so sweet in Napoli, like a glass of sparkling wine. When it's night time in gay Napoli, I'm thrilled throughout my being, for I know somewhere in Napoli I have my cheery piri queen. Cheery piri piri. Cheery piri piri. Cheery piri piri. Cheery piri piri. I hear your voice. It sings a song of sweet rejoice. Chiribiribee, I feel your hand, it guides my hand through lover's land. Chiribiribee, I see your eyes gleam from the skies like stars above. Chiribiribee, chiribiribee. My dream of love.
Beautifully done, Martha.
I'm glad you liked it, Dick. Say, you know, our friend Art Gilmore has learned a lesson from the desert water cooler. And here he is to tell us all about it.
Well, Miss Martha, a desert water cooler is just a big, porous earthenware jar. Fill it with water, hang it up, and by the evaporation of the slight amount of water which seeps through its porous clay, its contents are kept surprisingly cool, even in the desert heat. Nature's cooling system for the human body works the same way. Just remember one thing. The moisture which evaporates as perspiration must be constantly replaced. Moisture alone you can replace merely by drinking water. But by drinking Dr. Pepper, you can provide both liquid and a lift for heat-wilted energy.
Why, Art, that sounds like a grand idea.
Yes, friends, it surely is. Try it and you'll say so with extra enthusiasm. Dr. Pepper really helps when you're hot, hungry, thirsty, and tired. And its icy cold flavor goodness is a never-to-be-forgotten experience. Enjoy 3 a day at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. Dr. Pepper's popularity continues to boom while supplies are still curtailed. Thus, it may seem unduly scarce. But make a second try before taking a second choice. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra steps. P.S. Dr. Pepper bottles are scarce. Please return empties promptly.
Ride around, little doggies, ride around them slow, for the fiery and stuffy and raring to go.
I'm riding old Paint, I'm leading old Dan, I'm calling Montana to throw the Houlihan. They feed in the coulees, they water in the draw, their tails are all matted and their backs are all raw.
Ride around, little doggies, ride around them slow, for the fiery and stuffy and raring to go.
Oh, when I die, take my saddle from the wall and put it on my pony, lead him out of his stall. Tie my bones to his back, turn our faces to the west, and we'll ride the prairie that we love the best.
Ride around, little doggies, ride around them slow, for the fiery and snuffy and raring to go.
Oh, the fiery and snuffy and the raring to go.
Grand riding, Dick.
Thank you, boss. Hey, truthful, what in the world are you doing?
Oh, I'm shaving old Foghorn here. I'm going to shave him 8 times.
Wait a minute. You're going to shave me 8 times.
Yes, I'm going to barber college nights now, and You're my homework.
Let me out of this chair.
Oh, sit still.
You know, Foghorn, I always thought you shaved yourself.
Well, I do. I got one of them electric razors, but every time I use it, I always get a terrible shock.
Well, Foghorn, you shouldn't look in the mirror.
Oh, listen. I had enough of this. Let me up. Furthermore, you're shaving me too close.
Oh, what makes you think I'm shaving you too close?
Well, I had ears when I sat down here.
Nice going, boys. Nice going. Say, Truthful, how's that shaving lesson coming along?
Oh, take it easy, will you?
Oh, what's the matter? Ain't the razor taking hold?
It's taking a hold, all right, but it's forgetting to let go.
You know, I was just looking at your hair. You know, you're getting bald, Foghorn.
I guess it runs in my family. I had an uncle that was as bald as a billiard ball.
Well, so did I. But instead of buying a toupee, they grafted a cat skin on his head. Cat skin.
How did it work out, Truthful?
Well, it was all right, only every time he passed a dog, his hair would stand on end.
Oh, Truthful. You know, he may flunk out of barber's college, but he's sure top man in the liar school.
Oh, it is. Listen to him sing. Take it, Truthful.
I got it. When the wind blows out in Plainville, it sweeps the prairie clean. The sandhills fly and the cows go dry and the rivers run upstream. When the wind blows out in Plainville, they change the map each day. Towns move around and once they found Dodge City and Santa Fe. It's a great life in Plainville where balmy breezes blow. It's a great life in Plainville where things are on the go. Pretty, ain't it? When the folks way out in Plainville are hanging in the trees, they never mind, it's just a kind of a playful western breeze. Uncle Ned had 40 acres and he planted in the sky that Uncle Joe in Idaho will harvest by and by. It's a great life in Plainville, don't weaken when you say it's a great life in Plainville where the winds blow every day. Oh, Uncle Lou in Kansas City blew by one windy day. Hello, farewell, they heard him yell, I'm sorry, I can't stay. When you've lost your home and cattle and they're sailing o'er the hills, just smile and say, oh, that's okay, the government pays the bill. It's a great life in Plainville where prairie breezes play. It's a great life in Plainville if you don't care what you say.
Oh, Truthful, you're just too much. I think it's about time for a song from the foreman.
All right, boss. Here's one from south of the border. It says goodbye with just one word.
And that would be adios.
Right.
Adios. In leaving you, it grieves me to say adios. I'll be so lonely for you only. I sigh and cry my adios, adios to you. Adios, and in this heart is memory of what used to be dear for you and me set apart. None watching and waiting above. None, it will be blessing our love. Adios. For happy endings I'll return, dear, to you. With a love true, no more to bid you adios. Adios. Adios.
Adios and grand, Dick Ferran.
Thanks, boss.
Now, here are the words, if not the music, of an old familiar song paraphrased by Art Gilmore, entitled, Bring back, oh, bring back my bottles to me.
That's very appropriate and clever, Miss Martha, but very serious indeed. It's from the heart, folks. Won't you please bring back those empty Dr. Pepper bottles that are sulking and slacking in your garage or pantry? And we don't want to bog down the glass factories by ordering unnecessary new production. Every ounce of their present effort is needed to supply canning jars for perishable fruit and garden crops. You'll be rendering a real service to the war effort, to your Dr. Pepper bottler, and to yourself if you'll rummage out all empty bottles and return them to your dealer promptly. Dr. Pepper is a food, a liquid bite to eat, that helps when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired. Help us to keep it coming. It'll help to keep you going. Thanks.
Pioneers.
First hit.
Well, saddle up, boys. Time to be riding.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper, time at 10, 2, and 4.
That's all for now, partners. We'll be seeing you.
1024 Ranch, starring Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers, comes to you from Hollywood, transcribed. Musical highlights are especially recorded for our armed forces overseas. 1024 Ranch is produced by Harry Wayne McMahon, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock every day.
You've done your bit. Now do your best. Buy more war bonds. Bye.
Hi, partners.
Hello, folks. welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here are the 1024 top hens, the Sons of the Pioneers, to sing for you.
Take a look at the sky where the whippoorwill trills, and the mountain so high where the cataracts fill. Take a look at the falls and the rippling rills. Hear the wondrous calls of the whispering hills. The rippling rills, the cataracts fill, the whippoorwill trill. The rippling rills, the cataracts fill, the whippoorwill trill. Let me live on the range where the tumbleweeds grow. Let the silver sand change where the prairie winds blow. Let the wanderers sing where the wanderers go. Let the melody ring, for he's happy, I know. The wanderers go, the prairie winds blow, the tumbleweeds grow. The wanderers go, the prairie winds blow, the tumbleweeds grow. Let me follow the trail where the buffalo roam. Let a silver cloud sail where the setting sun shone. Let the lobo wolf wail in a broken heart tone. Let it storm, let it gale, still the prairie's my home. A broken heart tone, the setting sun shone, the buffalo roam. A broken heart tone, the setting sun shone, the buffalo roam.
Fine, boys. Really swell. Presenting now Art Gilmore, who knows what it takes to make the good old summertime better. Right, Art?
Right, Miss Martha. You know, the good old summertime isn't what it's cracked up to be. In fact, with the stifling heat and the drag of fatigue, you're the one who may be cracked up. But you can get relief. Get yourself a frosty cold, nippy tart Dr. Pepper. Ah, what a satisfying chill cold refresher. That tired feeling vanishes. Fatigue-a-GB scram. Yes, Dr. Pepper is your friend in fatigue. It replaces energy drained by heat because it's a liquid bite to eat. Science says when tired, eat. You can't eat a meal while at work, but you can drink a bite on the job.
Oh, Art, I'm famished now. But Dr. Pepper isn't so easy to find. Why is that?
Dr. Pepper's popularity continues to boom while supplies are still curtailed. Thus, it may seem unduly scarce. But make a second try before taking a second choice. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra steps. P.S. Dr. Pepper bottles are scarce. Please return empties promptly.
Just a wish on a falling star from the sky up above so far. All I did was to say, I hope that someday I'd find you. And here you are, just a wish on a falling star. As it fell from the sky so far, made my life fall anew by just having you, my dear. Love songs always seem to be so empty. Now there's harmony in every bond. Just to think all this happiness would have never been mine unless I had taken a wish just a wish on a falling star. Just a wish on a falling star from the sky of a love so far. All I did was to say, I hope someday I'd find you, and here you are, just a wish on a falling star, as it fell from a sky so far. I had taken a wish, just a wish on a falling star.
Mighty pretty, Martha. Mighty pretty.
Yeah, boss, not bad. Say, Dick, I wish you'd been with Foghorn and me over at Garagosa them prize fights last night.
Well, were they any good?
Why, sure. One feller that was fighting they called Ace in the Hole because he was always face down.
I get it.
One fella there was a club fighter.
Yeah, but they made him leave the club outside the ring. And what a cheap manager that fighter had. Instead of throwing in a towel, he threw in a Kleenex.
Yeah, just in case he had to blow.
Yeah, in case he had... You know, but I like them fights. You know, once my uncle punched Joe Louis right in the nose.
You did?
Oh, now, truthful. There you go again, stretching the truth.
Now, Miss Martha, that's the fascinating truth, so help me. He punched Joe Louis right in the nose not once, but twice.
Well, I'd certainly like to shake his hand.
Gosh, boss, we can't dig him up just for that.
Oh,
Did you see Tim Spencer there at the fights with that little redhead?
Oh, so that's the stray Tim went out to look for.
Pardon me for breaking you up, Senor Dickey, but I also was sitting in the box fights last night.
Well, Pedro, how did you like the fight?
Oh, no bueno, senor. Why, if my wife and me put on a fight like that around the house, the kids, they would, they'd boo us out of the window.
Pedro, maybe you could be a fighter. Only you have a wife and 4 kids to look out for.
Oh, no, senor. Just my wife. The 4 kids wouldn't hit me.
That's enough of this foolishness. Dick, it's time to hear from the foreman now.
All right.
And I want to hear your new arrangement of Bob Nolan's famous Western song, Cool Water.
All right. And here are Bob and Tim and Lloyd to sing it with me. The setting is the desert. Burning sand and scorching sun. Heat that brings a tantalizing mirage to an old prospector who fights his way across the wasteland with Dan, his old burro. This is the desert.
All day I faced a barren waste without the taste of water. Cool water. Old Dan and I with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can't you see that big green tree? The water's running free, and it's waiting there for you and me. The nights are cool, and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. But with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water. Cool, clear water. Keep a moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man. He spreads the burning sand with water. Oh, Dan, can you see that big green tree? The water's running free. It's waiting there for me and you. Shadows sway, they seem to say, tonight we pray for water. Cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water. Cool, clear water.
Beautiful, Dick. Boys. And now, Art Gilmore in a touching story of how hobos can help the war effort.
Well, now, my story's not about human hobos, but empty bottle hobos. They started out as fine, hard-working servants of society. But through public neglect, they've become loafers. How sad in time of war. They just got stranded, and folks are too busy to see that they get back to useful service. Are you harboring in your garage or pantry an accumulation of empty Dr. Pepper bottles? If so, rout them out. Take them back to your store. We'll round them up, wash, scour, scrub, and sterilize them till they're as shiny and clean as a hospital spoon and as glistening as your finest table crystal. Then we'll fill them with sparkling, delicious Dr. Pepper and send them back to you, proud and patriotic in doing a wartime job. Dr. Pepper provides a liquid bite to eat for hard-pressed workers at war. Dr. Pepper is a food. It helps when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired. Help us to keep it coming. It'll help you to keep a-going.
That's all for now, partners, but we'll be seeing you.
1024 Ranch, starring Dick Foran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers, comes to you from Hollywood, transcribed. Musical highlights are especially recorded for our armed forces overseas. 1024 Ranch is produced by Harry Wayne McMahon, and this is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock every day.
You've done your bit. Now do your best. Buy more war bonds. Bye.
Todos le llaman la Virgencita de la Boquita de Coral. Hello there. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring Martha Mears, Bob Nolan with the Sons of the Pioneers and the Tune Twirlers. Brought to you from Hollywood, transcribed by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 1024 to sing for you.
A gay ranchero, a caballero, can always find someone to pet. A senorita, a superfita, her other loves will soon forget. If he's insistent and she's not distant, the senorita will confess. Her gay ranchero, her caballero, need only ask and she'll say yes.
Soon there'll be a fiesta with a blushing bride, and a gay ranchero standing by her side. If they find a promise that they have in store, they'll be counting little chicos by the score.
Back on his rancho, we now find Pancho with his Pepita by his side. She thinks he's handsome, worth any ransom. To him she's still the blushing bride. Our gay ranchero, our caballero, still tells the world of how they met. This gay ranchero, this caballero, says he has nothing to regret. Now to end the story that I once was told,
here's a little secret that I must unfold.
For they found the promise that they had in store.
Now they're counting little chicos by the scroll.
Our gay ranchero, our caballero, still tells the world of how they met. This caballero says he has nothing to regret.
Seguro que sí, señorita. You're a gay rancherita yourself.
Oh, that's special for the Yuletide season, Bob. You know, it's a funny thing to me that the holiday spirit has hit everyone here at the ranch except old Foghorn.
Well, say, what did you folks want me to do? Play Santa Claus?
Oh, no, Foghorn, but you can put on some three-cornered underwear and play Happy New Year if you want to.
I catch my death of cold, nothing doing. I guess I'm just a lazy bone.
Lazy Bones is right.
Lazy bone, sleeping in the sun. How you expect to get your day's work done? Never get your day's work done. Sleeping in the noonday sun. Lazy bone, sleeping in the shade. How you expect to get your cornmeal made? Never get your cornmeal made. Sleeping in the evening shade. When taters need spraying, I'll bet you keep praying the bugs fall off of the vine. And when you go fishing, I'll bet you keep wishing the fish won't grab at your line. Lazy bone, loafing through the day. How you expect to make a dime that way? Never make a dime that way. You just lay yourself away.
Deep, dark, and decrepit. Oh, Foghorn, you've got me all tired out, too. What does one do about that, Tex O'Brien?
Well, Miss Martha, and you too, folks, if you want to get your cornmeal made, get a cold Dr. Pepper daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. Or any time you get hungry, thirsty, and tired. It supplies a jiffy-quick energy lift and an afterglow of solid satisfaction. Your nickel buys also a taste thrill no other drink can give. Not a common flavor from a single source, but an exquisite combination of many good things in one. It's a blend, not borrowed, not copied. The longer you drink it, the better you like it. But here's a tip. Get it cold. Chilled to the marrow, that's when it's truly grand. Drink really cold Dr. Pepper 3 a day for 3 days, and you'll be a fan for life. Now, if Dr. Pepper seems to be a bit scarce, remember, Uncle Sam limits the supply while demand continues to grow. But you don't have to take a second best. Make a second try. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra steps.
Come on and sing, let the welcome ring. There's a brand new sun in the sky. We'll give a rousing cheer that the world can hear at the Jubilation Jamboree. Come on and shout, let the joy ring out. It's a grand and glorious day. You'll see the flags unfurled on a brand new world at the Jubilation Jamboree. Just lend a helping hand, we'll take the sage and sand and build a promised land in the west. Our work is never done until the victory's won, out where the setting sun goes to rest. Come on and sing, let the echoes ring with a heart that's happy and free. Just let your troubles wait while we celebrate at the Jubilation Jamboree.
Ha ha! Swell, you pioneers. Sounds like you're getting your New Year's celebration in a little early, though.
That's right. And so are the Tune Twirlers.
So I hear. The boys tell me they're going to tie a tin can to 1943 with the old gray mare. Hitch her up and take her away, boys. So long to 43.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hitched and pitched. And I'll be swift.
After that, the old gray mare and 1943 ain't what they used to be. And now, what's next on the Yuletide calendar for you, Miss Martha?
Well, here's one on the sentimental side. But since the Christmas season always takes us back to our childhood, it seems to me to be rather appropriate just now. Love's Old Sweet Song. Once in the dear dead days beyond recall, when on the world the mist began to fall, out of the dreams that rose in happy throng, through to our hearts love sang an old sweet song. And in the dusk where fell the firelight gleam, softly it wove itself into our dream.
twilight, when the lights are low, and the flickering shadows softly come and go, though the heart be weary, sad the day and long, still to us at twilight comes love's old song, comes love's old sweet song.
Oh, that was great, Miss Martha.
Yes, Bob, and that's how folks feel about Dr. Pepper, too. They've learned that it helps like a pat on the back when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired. The flavor is something you can tie to, not borrowed, not copied. A blended creation that never tires the taste. Now, frosty coldness livens the nippy sparkle, quickens your zest for its many shades of flavor. So get Dr. Pepper really cold. Drink 3 a day for 3 straight days, and you will find a new kind of satisfaction no other drink can replace. Ordinary drinks are plentiful. The best is the first to sell out. But make a second try before taking second best. Dr. Pepper is worth it. The extra satisfaction is worth the extra steps.
Ever since she went away, I've been thinking night and day of the time when she'd come back to me. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, who is dreaming far over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, and I wonder if she thinks of me. Quiet moon up above, shining down on my love. Tell her I'd love to hold her in my arms. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes, and I wonder if she thinks of me. And I wonder if she thinks of me.
That's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
1024 Ranch, starring Martha Mears, Bob Nolan with the Sons of the Pioneers and the Tune Twirlers, comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. Musical highlights are especially recorded for our armed forces overseas. This is Tex O'Brien, wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 every day.
Oh, happy Sunday afternoon.
Yes, folks. Don't forget to listen every Sunday afternoon to Fun Valley, Dr. Pepper's big network variety show starring Al Pierce and his gang. And don't forget to buy war bonds. Buy to end the war quickly. Save for the great days to come. Bye.
Red
Hello there. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring Martha Mears, Bob Nolan with the Sons of the Pioneers and the Tune Twirlers. Brought to you from Hollywood, transcribed by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here are our 1024 top hands, the Sons of the Pioneers, to sing for you. Western and wonderful. Bob Nolan, your theme song of the Pioneers has been warming my heart for years.
Well, you know, Miss Martha, years are pretty much like tumbleweeds. The old ones just pull up their roots and roll on past you before you know it.
Oh, well, that's an interesting thought, Bob. But I never was a person to let the years just roll by. I think it's a lot more sensible just to let the rest of the world go by. Is the struggle and strife we find in this life really worthwhile after all? I've been wishing today I could just run away out where the west winds call, with someone like you, a pal good and true. I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find some place that's known to God alone. Just a spot to call our own. We'll find perfect peace where joys never cease, out there beneath a kindly sky. We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west, and let the rest of the world go
by. Mighty pretty. 1943 can take that as a goodbye song, and it's a heap better than it deserves. Miss Martha, have you a parting word?
Yes, Bob. A tribute to the American people. In spite of hardship and sacrifice, what a record they've made. They've astounded the world in fighting valor, in production of armaments, in the purchase of staggering amounts of war bonds. We are winning this war. And to remind America of its obligations, Dr. Pepper Company has published a challenging advertisement in recent issues of national magazines. It reads, Conserve. Conserve food, metals, tires. Observe. Observe rationing rules, speed laws, and health rules. Reserve. Reserve at least 10% of each day's pay for war bonds, if we are to deserve America. So, fellow patriots, intensify your efforts. Have faith. Buy bonds. And pray for the speedy return of our boys from overseas.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels are coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Coming for to carry me home.
Spiritualizing. Foghorn, I wish you'd sing more spirituals like that.
Well, Miss Martha, that's one of my New Year's resolutions. You know, I done resolved to sing more spiritual, more good music in 1944. Well, I may even sing grand opera. I'm really going to expose my versatility.
Well, before you expose too much of it, why not expose your fiddle and join the pioneers in a welcome to 1944 with Hear Them Bells.
Hear them bells, don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. Hear them bells, don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. We sing and shout with all our might to keep away the cold, but the bells keep ringing out the gospel light till the story of the Lamb I'm told. Oh, brother, hear them bells, don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. Hear them bells, don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. We work all day in the cotton and corn till the feet and hands are sore, praying to Gabriel for to blow his horn so we won't have to work no more. Oh, can't you hear them bells? Don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. Hear them bells? Don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. I see them chariots coming this way, I know they're coming for me, but the bells keep ringing out the gospel light that the Lamb I'm going for to see. Oh, can't you hear them bells? Don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb. Hear them bells? Don't you hear them bells? They are ringing out the glory of the Lamb.
And a Happy New Year. Those bells really ring out.
And now for our Tune of the West, Miss Martha, this time by the Tune Twirlers. An old cowboy dance tune, The Cornflower. Mighty good going, boys. Mighty good going. And now, words of wisdom by Tex O'Brien.
Well, Bob, I'm no sage, but here's a wise tip for these holiday evenings. At the end of this festive week, if you're fagged out and fed up on rich, heavy food, switch off. Take a light liquid bite that's easy on an overtaxed digestion, that peps you up, refreshes and satisfies, and leaves you with no regrets. Dr. Pepper's a swell party drink for a quiet time at home or for gayer times downtown. When it's good and cold, chilled till it's nippy as frost, you experience the full appreciation of this multiple flavor blend. It's so fresh and keen, so nippy and tart, so mellow-sweet and satisfying, your palate fairly sings. Resolve for the coming year to enjoy Dr. Pepper daily at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock. It's a friend to rely on when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet.
And it's goodbye, 1943. And friends, as the New Year bells ring out, here's one thought we want to leave with you. Let's all resolve to work harder, fight harder, and pray harder in 1944, so that we all may hear the bells of victory before the bells of another new year ring again.
That's all for now, folks, but we'll be seeing you.
1024 Ranch, starring Martha Mears, Bob Nolan with the Sons of the Pioneers and the Tune Twirlers, comes to you transcribed from Hollywood. Musical highlights are especially recorded for our armed forces overseas. This is Tex O'Brien, wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 every day.
Oh, happy Sunday afternoon.
Yes, folks. Don't forget to listen every Sunday afternoon to Fun Valley, Dr. Pepper's big network variety show starring Al Pierce and his gang. And don't forget to buy war bonds. Buy to end the war quickly. Save for the great days to come. Bye.